Hi doll people, and welcome to finally a doll talk. It has been a couple of minutes and I've kind of been making a bunch of stuff. Like, I've made so much shit and not really mentioned it in a video like I normally do, so it's like I should probably do that, right? So the last video that you guys might have seen, or maybe it wasn't the last, it was the last one before the last one before the last one, or before the last one before the last one. Anyway, I got a really nice box from Wanda, and in that box I got some really bomb ass fabric, this stuff. I've made so much shit out of that fabric, like to the point where I didn't even throw much of it away. Fabric is very soft, very plush, and it's just, I don't get fabric like that often because the stuff that I tend to make, I like prints. So I missed out on the really nice different fabric because I'm just not thinking about it. But because it came from Wanda, I got the chance. Let me show you some of the stuff that I've made. So for starters, we already know that I love hats. So the first thing I made was a little lamb hat. Or I guess you could call it a lamb hat. I'm not really sure what you would call this hat because I put pom-poms on the back of it. And it's been lined with like really pretty fabric that I've shown you guys before. It's lined with this stuff. Yeah, it's got teddy bears on it. And I did some nice blanket stitching. I like blanket stitching. At least I like it a lot on this. The little pink part is blanket stitching. And I think it looks really cute on her. I mean, how could you not like that? Wait, I made another hat out of this. Give me a second. At doing this, it left like lots of scraps. So I took some time and I did the same thing for my littlest pet shop Blythe. It's not exactly the same as this one, mainly because I had scraps to work with this one, and she's so tiny that, you know, I ended up using small amounts of supplies. So I made those two. And this one is, well, actually I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck this hat is. I've nicknamed it the Candy Monster hat. Okay, let me just show you it, because do you see what I mean? It's the plush fabric, and you see I've done the blanket stitch again here, and then there's like tons of lace, but I've like put pom-poms on it and everything, and did some stuffed horns, and this is a toy that somebody gifted to me. I don't know what it is, but I put it on the hat because why not? And then there's like some semblance of a crazy face like situation. I feel like I liberated myself when I made this hat just because it's so crazy. I wasn't following any kind of pattern. Lots of the crafting that I do here lately for a while has been me creating patterns, either crochet or sewing, and then perfecting them so the stuff that I turn out is nice. I've shown you guys something that I've made with the patterns because I've been fucking around with that same pattern over and over and over. So doing this was nice because I wasn't doing that. I was just being my little creative self, and it was nice, and I don't think I'll ever sell this hat. It's also lined in that same fabric that I just showed you. I'm keeping this because it just reminds me to, you know, allow my little creative demons out, and cute shit like this might happen. You might not even know what it is, but it's cute. I decided to plop him in this really frilly, let me fix it, this really frilly jumper. There are high waters on him, but that's okay. This is little Corey, by the way. It just adds to the ridiculous of that. I made this jumper a while ago for USD. Oh, speaking of, this same pattern I made a lamb onesie out of. Let me show you that. You see what I mean? Look how absolutely adorable he is. Oh, he's so cute. Again, the blanket stitch. I did the blanket stitch around the ears. It looks really good on this fabric. It really, really does. And then he's got like a little tail. And these are buttons also from Wanda. And this is also lined in that teddy bear fabric. So I used 2 different fabrics and I made a bunch of shit. This was made from the same pattern as this. The only difference was I made the seam allowances a little smaller so that it would be a little bit bigger, because this is a bulky fabric and I was worried about it not fitting once I got it done because it's a bulky fabric, but it actually is really roomy and I really didn't need to mess around with the seam allowances. Alright, this is another piece that I'm keeping for myself. I would like to order more of this fabric and probably make some and put up in my Etsy, maybe 2 or 3, just to kind of give people the option if they want one. Also in that box of awesomeness from Wanda was this girl. But you might not remember her because she was on a teeny tiny body, as Bratz babies tend to be. I believe this is a Bratz baby Jade that she repainted that I'm probably not going to repaint. I don't know. Like, I've just not been in the painting mood lately, honestly. It's her on an A-zone body and dressed her and everything. Getting this head on this body wasn't necessarily a pain in the ass. It was like just really annoying. Like, I had to super glue a shit ton of yarn to the neck to stabilize it, and so that this head won't like fall off or slide down the neck, because that was the problem I was having. That was probably my fault, because I took an X-Acto knife to the little hole that was already there to accommodate the tiny neck of the body. Yeah, that might have been my fault. Oh well. But she was created, and I think I kind of want to call her Miku, or Sakikibara, maybe. I don't know. But she's really cute. She's been like a little desk buddy to me. Okay, another project that you've definitely seen if you follow my Instagram, and you should be, Joshy Bear Huggies. I created these really cute rompers for my USDs. Me to create a romper pattern that I could possibly share. Kind of nervous about sharing my patterns, mainly because they make a lot of sense to me, which probably means they make no sense to anyone else, and I worry about that. So one of my favorite USDs has got to be Miss Hershey. This is an orange tea doll Paulette, and I created this set for her mainly because her body is really nice and she's got lots of clothing options, but it's always nice to have something specific that you made for the doll. And then I just made it like a little cute hat to go with it, because hats. And she's got a big ass head, so it, you know, just adds to the cuteness of it all. Yeah, it really does wonders on her. So after making hers, and this is the finalized pattern, I've made about 7 other rompers that will never see the light of day, ever. This one I actually did not intend to make for him. This is my Mew doll Zao Zao. He's a little USD that I picked up just before I went to the BJD retreat last year. He's so sweet. He just told me his name. Well, friend actually mentioned the name, and I was like, oh my god, that's his name. His name is Dumpling, and Dumpling is a sweetheart. He just makes you work for it. He usually doesn't like things. Like things that I've made, he usually doesn't like them. Like, as a matter of fact, that little frilly ass floral onesie that's on the Blythe doll that you just seen, I made that for him. Like a full hood and everything, covered in lace. I made that for him. He liked it for like 5 seconds, was like, nah. So when I seen that he really was jazzing with this, I was like, yeah, you can have it. You can have it, finally, you know. And then this just kind of really plays into his name being Dumpling, because I think he might end up being like a little cute, adorable little character, and I'm really excited about that. I need to do his face up, but like I said, I've not been in that mood. It's still been going, I've still been doing things. I've just not been ready to paint something. Yeah. So something else that I made was this little set for Mini Movie-chan. So this is a hat and a little like romper jumper type situation, and it's got jewels on it and hearts and bows. It's a bow in the back here. Buttons. Since the hat is so like crazy over the top, I decided to go real simple with the romper. It's got a tail on it. I don't know why I put that there, but I just think it's cute. Like, it's cute, so I added it. But yeah, I decided to go real simple with this since the hat is fucking crazy. Look how cute that is. Look, I've actually kind of been contemplating putting some of these in my Etsy shop. It's just that, like I said, when things make perfect sense to me, or I really like something, it usually just makes no sense to other people, or they think it's cute, but they're like, it's only cute because you like it, you know? Alright, and last but not least, because the lighting in my room is changing, I'm using natural light. It's this little imaginary friend that I created for someone that's actually supposed to be coming in. I purchased a Unoa LB in tan skin. I'm just waiting on Alchemic Lab to give me my tracking information. It's already been like, I think 3 weeks, and you've got to wait like 6 to 8 weeks before you even get the doll shipped, so I've still got 3 more weeks. But I figured he might have an imaginary friend, and it's this little Lilith's Pet Shop Blythe head on a Hair Adorables body, and I've slightly customized her with dots and stuff, and she's not supposed to make sense. She's a figment of his imagination, so yeah. And I think she's really cute. Like, she'd been sitting in my drawer rotting with no hair and no face and no eyes, and on that teeny tiny body that I knew I wasn't going to make anything for. I'm probably not going to make anything for this one, but if I were gonna, this one is worth making stuff for. You know, it's more articulated, and you know, you can get some poses out of this. I'll include some photos because it's probably hard to see since the lighting in here is fucking whack. Also, I've got a Patty Play Pal coming in, and I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to do a box opening for that, because I have wanted to play with a Patty Play Pal forever. Like, I've seen them. Obviously, you can't go to these doll shows and stuff and not see a Patty Play Pal. I've seen them, and as a matter of fact, I'm almost certain my grandmother owned one. Almost certain. Like, she had other Walker dolls, like companion dolls and stuff. She had those, and I've always loved companion dolls because I love big dolls. So it just makes sense. But I'm really excited to finally be getting my own, and she's gonna be super special because she's coming from my friend Wanda. She and I entered a trade, and I'm super excited. And she's also black. Okay, she's African American, but I'm excited because I've never seen the African American Patty Play Pal in person. I've only ever seen them like on the eBays and stuff because I have been searching. And then when you find one that's in really good condition, they're like $19 million. So it's like, fuck. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited. I can't wait to do that box opening. That might be the next video. It might not be, whatever. Also, before I go, I want to say congratulations to all the married LGBT out there. Today is a very important day. Today marks the anniversary that we got that right to get married. So I'm really happy about that. I just wanted to tell you guys that, you know, little tidbit of gay history. So I'll see you guys in my next one.